two cars sitting at the bottom of a lake for more than 40 years may hold the keys to two cold cases. They were found just this week in Oklahoma when highway patrol officers were testing new underwater sonar equipment. But the real discovery was the remains of 6 people found inside the vehicles. Investigators are trying now to identify them using DNA, but people in the town think they know who these people are. In 1970, 3 teenagers disappeared after going for a drive in a blue Camaro. And in 1969, a 69-year-old man and 2 other people went missing, last seen in his Chevy. Well, that man's granddaughter says he just vanished.
No trace, no, clue at all. I mean, his bank account was there, his house was locked up, utilities were on, he just walked away.
So now those people are hoping for some closure. I'm joined now on the phone by the sheriff in Custer County, Oklahoma, Bruce Peoples. So, Sheriff, do we know what the investigators are gleaning, what kind of information they're getting so far from these remains?
Well, the remains are now in the custody of the Oklahoma State Medical Examiner, and they'll be doing DNA testing to determine the identity. Relatives of all the 6 individuals have been contacted and either made donations of DNA or in the process of, so we can get a positive identification on each individual.
So given it's been 40 years, give me an idea how they go about, using this DNA from these remains. And the vehicles still kind of check out. The vehicles match that of at least 2 of the missing victims, right?
Yes, they had the missing person report included vehicle information, which these vehicles match that information. The number of people in the vehicles, of course, matched. And there were some identifiers in each vehicle that also matched that give us the indication in our investigation that these people were, in fact, the missing set of persons from western Oklahoma in the 69 and 70.
So, Sheriff Peoples, is it believed that perhaps these vehicles, the drivers of the vehicles, just simply lost control of the vehicles and found themselves in this lake? Or is there anything at this point to determine whether there was foul play involved?
Well, the initial investigation with the vehicles is extremely difficult to determine foul play because of the deterioration of the vehicles. They were completely rusted and filled with silt. However, the medical examiner's office will examine the bodies, the skeletal remains of all 6 to determine if there's any criminal trauma to the bodies. At that time, it'll be termed an accident or a criminal investigation. The lay of the land, so to speak, to that location is real conducive for someone to be driving down a park road, a lake road, and go down the boat ramp and enter into the water. So it's not the least bit mystery or inconceivable that 2 vehicles within a year and a half did indeed drive to that location and enter the water.
Wow, remarkable investigation 40 years after the fact. Thanks so much, Sheriff Bruce Peoples. Appreciate your time. All right, overseas, gunmen opened fire inside a Kenyan mall today. 11 people killed in the violence.